Dan Schneider, a scandal at Nickelodeon.
I was surrounded by them when I was 14 years old. Surrounded. Literally. Didn't even know it. It wasn't until I was old enough to realize what they were and what they wanted and what they were about and the types of people that were surrounding me till I went, oh my God, they were everywhere.
This is a grown man in a hot tub with I don't even think she's 13, probably like an 11-year-old. That's not her father or family member.
Like vultures.
If you grew up watching Nickelodeon, then you may have heard of Dan Schneider. He was responsible for many of its hit shows during the 90s and 2000s.
Damn. He made all that? Kenan and Kel? Sam and Cat was ass. Okay. Okay, let me okay, this was a hit. This was a hit. This was a mega hit. I didn't really watch it. I would watch it every now and then, but like I'll give it respect. Guys, who watched Zoe 101? I was on a Zoe 101. iCarly, mega hit. Victorious? Bro, Victorious to this day is one of the funniest. Bro, I literally rewatched it during COVID. Shit's still funny on everything. Sam and Cat, ass. Henry Danger. That's when I started getting out of watching Nickelodeon and Disney Channel and stuff. Bro, younger generation, I need your guys' help, bro, because this is like out of my time range. Is Henry Danger fire? Yes or no? Damn, it was that good? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I seen one funny clip. What did Brody say? He was like, that's not my mom and dad. That's Kim and Kanye.
For one thing, my parents, for some reason, they look and sound different. Like Kim and Kanye.
Hi, Charlotte.
I'm a genius.
Bro, I saw that shit. That shit was pretty funny. I can't even lie. I never watched it though.
Such as The Amanda Show, iCarly, and my personal favorite, Drake and Josh. In recent years, Dan has been brought into controversy due to rumors about abusive and possibly sexual behaviors between him and his young female co-stars. None of these rumors were grounded with any hard evidence, and most people dismissed it. Until March 26, 2018, when Nickelodeon announced that they will be parting ways with Dan Schneider. The news surprised many people. Why would Nickelodeon fire one of its biggest producers seemingly out of nowhere? Were they aware of all the rumors and decided to finally do something about it? What is the Dan Schneider conspiracy?
Okay, I'm Carly.
I'm Sam.
And we like to draw families on our toes.
Observe.
Okay, and that completes our 5-part series on toes with froze.
Now, I'm gonna turn off the camera using only the remote and the power of my toes.
One of the most prominent rumors regarding Dan Schneider is that he has a thing for feet and uses his shows and their following to satisfy this fetish.
And I forgot to
you
get
may
him
be
a
thinking,
present.
well, maybe he just finds feet and toes to be funny.
Happy birthday, bro.
And to be honest,
happy birthday,
some of
Ryan.
the scenes by
Wyatt.
themselves are rather harmless and something
That's
that
4.
I can imagine on other shows.
That's 4,
However,
chat.
it's undeniable that there are a large number of
5.
feet-related puns and barefoot scenes in the
6.
shows. Too many to list here. Outside of television, there are some weird examples, however. In Victorious, Tori hosts an online show called Tori Takes Requests, where viewers can ask her to do all sorts of random things. In the very first episode, Tori gets a request to have ketchup poured all over her feet, and then she does a little dance at the end. In another online show called Cat's Random Thoughts, there's a moment in the first episode where she sticks her big toe in her mouth. I didn't really watch Victorious growing up, so I don't know if these played on television, but I do know that they were extras on theslab.com, a fictional in-universe website. Now, here is where things get even more unusual. On September 13th, 2013, the Sam and Cat Twitter page asked its followers to take a picture of their feet with the hashtag #SamandCatSaturday, and a number of people did. This is just one of many now infamous feet-related tweets from Dan Schneider and his shows, but this is the most well-known. You can find several.
Wait, yo, Chad, is that Illuminati's Twitter right there? Tell me that nigga doesn't look like Illuminati. But anyway, bro, what the actual... Why don't we realize this shit, like, when it's happening, you feel me? Like, we let all this weirdo stuff happen, and it's like, oh, it was cool back in the day, but then it's like, when we grow up, it's like, damn, looking back on it, that shit was hella weird. Oh, that's crazy.
Well, if you look around long enough. During the same year, there was a post on Reddit about how Dan Schneider is the most successful writer / TV executive in children's television for the last 30 years. A user commented, "I grew up in LA and was an extra on The Amanda Show a few times. He, being Dan Schneider, paid me $100 once just to tickle my feet." The user further elaborated, "To make a weird story short, in between takes, Dan asked me if I was ticklish, and I said no. Then he bet me $100 he could make me ticklish. I was expecting him to reach over and tickle me under my arm or something like that, but he led me to his office. I basically got paid to receive a foot massage and a lot of compliments."
Okay, Chad, I'm not gonna lie. I can't, bro. I don't believe Reddit stories at all, bro. Like, fucking, these niggas have perfect English. They can make, they literally orchestrate perfect stories. These niggas on Reddit are the same niggas that are writing fanfics, bro. Like, if it's on Reddit, I don't believe it at all. Like, I just don't.
The commenter later deleted his or her account. It's unknown who this person is, how old he or she was, or if this person was even telling the truth.
They weren't.
A
I know
small
for a fact they
channel
weren't.
known as Revenge of the Sis have done a number of videos about Dan Schneider, and during one of their podcasts, they received a call from an anonymous source stating that she went to an audition for one of Dan Schneider's shows. The call was quite lengthy, so for time's sake, I'll be playing a portion of what she had to say. The full podcast will be available below.
So in 1997, I was discovered in a mall, basically we would go on auditions just to different places, and eventually I got a manager and an agent who would send me on audition calls for, like little things like commercials and everything. And then as I started growing in my career, in 2007, my agent contacted me and my family about possibly getting a good Nickelodeon gig. And we flew out to LA for this audition. And when we got there, it was a bunch of kids, probably like 200 kids. And then these random agents hand-selected specific kids that they liked or, showed some charisma. And then once about 40 kids were selected, we were then told to take off our shoes and that we were each going to go into a room to show the producer, who is Dan Schneider, the tapes to see who we would want on the show. And of course, we always ask, like, oh, what do we have to do? Like, what would you like us to be doing once we're in there? And my agent told me, he's like, it's going to be like he's like, you got to just take off your shoes, just like run around in front of the camera, talk about how much you love being barefoot. And at the time, even, it was like, okay, that's weird, but I didn't think anything of it because I was still young.
Right.
My mom kind of looked around and was like, this is wrong. There's just something really wrong about this.
Because this person's mother decided to take her out of the audition, she's been blacklisted from the business.
Okay. I don't know about her being blacklisted from the only way you get blacklisted from the business is if, like, you piss one of them off. Now, if she told him off and stuff like that, then maybe she got blacklisted. But if she just, like, took her child out, like, you're not going to be blacklisted for taking your child out. You feel me? But what I will say is that shit is real, bro. Like, a lot of these kids, like, they're groomed from childhood. Like, these niggas know, okay, we're going to make you a star. So they start you off at 4 years old. And then from 4 years old, like, they literally already have your... Bro, there's a video that we should watch right after this. It literally maps out everything I'm talking about. But they'll literally map your career out from your 4 years old to your fucking 40 years old. You feel me? You're going to be on TV. And then you're going to be put in a movie. Then you're going to start your music career. Blah, da, 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 da. They're going to map everything out. Bro, you know how this shit's real? Bro, any famous celebrity, like, that's a superstar that you could know of, look up child pictures of them, and I promise you, they're around other celebrities. Like, bro, I seen something where a 10-year-old little Yachty was hanging out. Whoa, look at this, bro. 10-year-old Yachty, little Yachty, hanging out with celebs. This nigga was 10 years old hanging out with celebs. Bro, let me see. Yachty as a kid. Lil Yachty as a kid. Lil Yachty as a kid. Let me see. Look! John Legend! Just posted up with John Legend. Then, boom! Ludacris. And bro, there was like way more. And like, this isn't just like an isolated thing. Like these niggas, dead ass, from like their childhood. Bro, look. Posted up with T.I. Like, what the fuck? That shit crazy, bro. It's like they're bred to be superstars. All right, let's get back to the video.
Dan Schneider, I know you're watching my Vine. Do you like my Vine? Vine. Look what you've done to me.
There are a number of photos circulating the internet of Dan Schneider being a bit too touchy with his young child actors, some of which are a bit more uncomfortable to look at than others. There are stories of him inviting young actresses into his office and hosting pool parties during auditions.
So what would happen is that your parents would send you to sort of like this camp. It was basic acting classes, and it was an opportunity for the kids to get discovered. And interestingly enough, most of the kids got discovered by the pool. They had a pool, they had like tennis courts, and I believe like it was like Megan Fox and other female and Hillary Duff was another one who got discovered there at the pool. And they would push you to do pool activities because they said that's where you have the highest chance of getting discovered.
Now, what was the age range of the people that went to these at these camps?
The age ranges, the ones that I was familiar with, are ages 13 to 22.
13?
In an article by Kira Davis from Red State.
What? 13?
She writes, I happened to be chatting with a former child actor over a week ago. We were discussing...
Bro, what the fuck are you doing putting a 13-year-old with a 22-year-old that don't know each other? Like, just that on itself is weird enough. Then on top of that, you got niggas that aren't even in the pool looking at you do quote-unquote pool activities. Like, what the... Like, bro, it's not like these niggas are... Like, no, I don't see any pilot for a TV show where the first fucking scene starts off in a pool. Because the only time that they ask you to do stuff is they'll have you do like the pilot episode. So the pilot episode is basically the first episode for every show or whatever, right? Bro, name me one show where the fucking pilot episode started off with a nigga in the pool. Any Nickelodeon show, there isn't one. EDP445, no, facts.
Weinstein, and she told me that in her youth, she worked on one of Schneider's shows very briefly. She told me, my friend was molested by that man on set. Everyone knew it. No one said a word.
Damn. So sorry to hear that.
In 2004, actor and producer Brian Peck was convicted of several accounts of lewd acts towards a minor and was sentenced to 16 months in prison. Court documents...
Bro, chat, listen, my nigga. Bro, if I get arrested one more time, y'all niggas know I can fucking go to jail for 5 years minimum. Like, literally on everything. I can go to 5 years minimum. And this nigga fucking... Bro, this nigga... only got 16 months. That's just a year. And then it's probably gonna get lowered because of some like fucking good behavior bullshit, bro. I swear, bro, I say this every stream whenever we watch something like this, bro. They don't care about kids, bro. They don't care about kids, and I don't know why. I don't know why, chat. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, there's so many injustices for women out there and everything like that, and I'm fully supportive of like women's stuff, and I'm fully supportive of men's stuff, but fuck men and fuck women, bro. The kids are the future. They should be at the helm of everything. Like, kids, like whatever situation is going on, fuck what you talking about. Like, kids are the #1 priority. then everything else can be taken care of. You feel me? Because, bro, if the kids are taken care of and they're straight, that's the future going to be straight. You feel me? You take care of the future, you take care of the kids, the future is going to be taken care of, bro. And these niggas don't talk about this shit, bro. Like, bro, I don't know if you guys know this, but, bro, so many kids go missing in America. Like, it's a ridiculous amount of kids. Like, it's like not even mathematically reasonable, the amount of kids that are going missing. Like, this isn't some, like, random guy just stealing kids. Like, it's almost on some shit where it's like, damn, like, yo, low-key, a lot of kids are going missing in the same type of way, and there's no trace at all, bro.
Oh, my God. It's revealed that several...
And, bro, the police department's in on it, too. Oh, bro, it's so deep shit, bro. That's what Lil Baby was talking about. He said, like, there's shit I can't get into. It gets deeper and deeper, bro. The shit, like, this shit's deep. And, bro, if I fucking knew, I would air it out. But, bro, I'm a YouTuber, man. Like, I know y'all niggas think, oh, JiDion's in the know and shit. Like, bro, I'm not in the know. I'm just like y'all. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm finding out the same shit as you guys at the same time.
All these acts involved attempted sodomy of a person under 16, sexual penetration by foreign object, and oral copulation by anesthesia or controlled substance, just to name a few. The victim has remained anonymous to protect his or her career, but according to reports, the child actor was involved in The Amanda Show. After serving a sentence, Peck was released from prison and went straight back to working on kids shows, such as The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. This is because, although he is prohibited from direct contact with children, that technically doesn't mean he's not allowed to work on shows that involve children.
I wonder where I'd wear this.
Wear it to a fruit stand. You look like a lime.
So what does this have to do with Dan Schneider? Well, in a 2002 article titled "Groomed to Be All That," it is revealed that Dan Schneider and Brian Peck would host comedy boot camps for Nickelodeon child stars, where they were allegedly separated from their parents. Really think about that for a bit. The guy that held boot camps for children was convicted and sentenced 2 years later for committing sexual acts with children, and then went straight back to working on children's shows. When asked if he had anything to say to the child he abused, Peck responded with, "I don't have any comment on it. I really don't."
Because he doesn't care.
This is the guy that Dan Schneider worked with for years. According to Deadline.com, Dan Schneider was known for having temper issues. During a meeting with Nickelodeon executives, Dan was told that his show Game Shakers would not be renewed for a 4th season, leaving it on a cliffhanger ending. It was also reported that Nickelodeon's newest show, Cousins for Life, would move into the same studio that all of Schneider's shows were exclusively produced for years, and that Dan wasn't so happy about having to share space now. Perhaps the...
Brody got mad that some niggas moved next door. He's like, these goddamn niggers. These goddamn niggers, man. I built my own studio. You think I want to see some black... Oh. Chat. I just thought of something. Chat. Have we ever seen black feet on Nickelodeon? Has Andre or any black character in a Dan Snyder produced TV show, have we ever seen black feet?
It's bigger than black and white.
So you're EDP and you're racist.
About having to share space now. Perhaps the most absurd allegation towards Dan Schneider is that he is the true father of Jamie Lynn.
Wait, someone said Ariana Grande. yeah, I guess she is black now.
Here's his daughter. Yeah, this is a little silly, but it does lead into something interesting, so I'm going to bring it up for educational purposes, just so you guys know. Jamie Lynn Spears, the star of Zoe 101, infamously got pregnant at 16 years old, which resulted in the cancellation of the show.
What?
Crazy Days and Nights is an online gossiping website ran by an
Whoa, Zoe got pregnant? Wait, what?
Absurd allegation towards Dan Schneider is that he is the true father of Jamie Lynn Spears' daughter. Yeah, this is a little silly, but it does lead into something interesting, so I'm going to bring it up for educational purposes, just so you guys know. Jamie Lynn Spears, the star of Zoe 101, infamously got pregnant at 16 years old, which resulted in the cancellation of the show. Crazy Days and Nights is an online gossiping website ran by an anonymous blogger known as NT, a self-proclaimed dialed-in entertainment lawyer. Supposedly, NT was able to predict certain scandals involving big-name celebrities, such as Weinstein and Kevin Spacey, on his website years before mainstream media caught on. Obviously, there's no way to verify this as accurate, despite the Daily Beast believing so. Regardless, there was an interesting post made by NT in October of 2007 saying, "I don't even know how you define what list someone is when they are on some ensemble show watched by teens and preteens. So go with the above and make her a female. Make her pregnant, which is causing the producers to have a heart attack because they really don't need any more scandals. But wait, there's more. One of the producers, who was old enough to be her grandfather, shouldn't be having a heart attack because of shock, because he is the one who knocked her up. New boyfriends are being lined up as we speak."
Oh, chat, man, this shit pisses me off so much. Like, this shit pisses me off.
In December of 2007, just 2 months later, Jamie Lynn Spears announces her pregnancy.
What the fuck? So it's true. They literally knew about, bro. Oh my god, bro. So they literally made a cover up, gave her a fake boyfriend, and then it got announced. Bro, man. And you know the crazy thing about it, chat, is like, I don't live in LA, so it's like I don't know shit. But like, if you live in LA, you know shit. You feel me? It's like you know how like if you live in a small town, everybody knows a little bit about everything. Bro, it's the same way in LA. If you live in LA, you'll know, oh, what so-and-so gets to do, da-da-da. You go to the same parties, you go to the same functions, you guys know. Like, bro, LA is such a fucking small place. Like, it really is. And the sad thing about it, though, is that, like, bro, this is my opinion, but I think it's 100% true. If you fucking move to LA, you're only moving to LA to fucking further your career and give a fuck less about anything else. So all them niggas out in LA and shit, like, bro, they literally just doing it for their career, bro. I promise you, these niggas know shit that we probably could never even fathom. Like, I'm telling you, we couldn't even fathom. But, bro, if you fucking whistleblow, oh, okay, that's the end of your career, damn. So it's like, nigga, like, go hush mode. It's like, bro, you can't say shit. And then it's like, and then on some shit, it's like, damn, you know what? Damn, this is my boss, you know? He's this big producer. Bro, like, I know it doesn't sound big, but like, bro, when you see those producer tags on movies and shit, those are the niggas that could take you to that next level and shit, you feel me?
Just 2 months later.
That's why I like YouTube, bro, because I don't gotta suck nobody's dick. I can fucking do what I want to do, you feel me? I'm my own boss. I make my own content. I can direct. But, bro, I'm telling you on everything, this shit's gonna happen, bro. I was talking to Hersey about this. What they're gonna start doing is they're gonna start fucking grooming YouTubers. So they're gonna find y'all niggas when you guys have like 5,000 subscribers, and then these big organizations, these big record labels or whatever, they're gonna be like, okay. Because, bro, think about it like this. They missed out on me. They missed out on Kai. They missed out on Speed. They missed out on Aiden. Bro, these fucking executives at these high up places, they see this shit and they're like, damn, bro, we're missing out on a fucking bag that these kids are making 100% for themselves. So what they're gonna start doing is they're gonna have agents just searching the internet, be like, oh, this dude has 5,000 followers on Twitch. That you're gonna get email. Hey, we want to manage you. We're gonna build you up. Then they're gonna bid them, and then they're gonna be like, here, we're gonna get fucking, we're gonna get this rapper on your stream. Da 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 da. And then they're gonna build them up. I'm telling you, that's the future of this social media shit. It's just too young yet for them to really grasp it. But like in the next 5-10 years, bro, this shit's gonna all be industry shit. There's gonna be industry plug. There's gonna be industry plants all over this hoe where they're not real content creators. They're being fucking backed by some multi-billion-dollar corporation, and it sucks that it's gonna be like that.
Announces her pregnancy.
I'm saying Supreme. Shout out Supreme. I don't know who you are, my man, but appreciate the raid.
Visitors to the website are able to create accounts and comment on NT's posts, often attempting to guess which celebrity will be exposed next. One of these commenters, known as him, is believed to be Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, the Golden Avenger himself.
What?
Where the hell did this come from?
Wait, what the fuck?
Well, most people came to this conclusion because of what him revealed about himself through his posts, such as having a troubled youth and nearly destroying his Hollywood career.
Wait,
him
what?
Also listed celebrities that he was friends with, including Jon Favreau, Guy Ritchie, David Kelly, John Hughes, Natasha Gregson Wagner, Brian Lord, Tommy Lee Jones, Susanna Hoffs, Steve Martin, Rachel McAdams, Molly Ringwald, Miranda Cosgrove, and Susan Downey, Robert Downey Jr.'s wife. It's worth noting that him's complete list of celebrities included some that people were not able to find a connection to Robert Downey Jr., such as Neil Patrick Harris and John Hamm. Of course, there's no way to know for certain who him is, but what we do know is that some time ago, he had this to say about Dan Schneider.
What the hell?
He's a monster, the worst predator alive. And if you wonder why nobody will confront or charge him, he's in charge of multiple hit shows for Nick, which rakes in oceans of money, tens of millions of dollars multiplied by many years and many shows, not to mention his merchandising royalties. So Viacom Nick warned him to cool it, then pay for his damn lawyers. What about the parents? No tweener parent who shoved their kid into the limelight from birth is going to cross him either, and risk career suicide and loss of revenue and residuals in future career. No matter how bad it fucks up the kids, especially if there's multiple kid actors in the family, and the kids' agents are complicit too, just ask the Spears family. A lot of settlements get paid out of Viacom's accounts. Finally, on March 26, 2018, Nickelodeon parted ways with Dan Schneider. Nickelodeon's official statement was, following many...
Wait, was it 2018, the year of hashtag Me Too? Chat? Wasn't that like when all the Me Too stuff was going on? Oh, I'm not gonna lie, chat. Suspicious. Suspicious, chat.
Conversations together about next directions and future opportunities, Nickelodeon and our longtime creative partner Dan Schneider / Schneider's Bakery have agreed to not extend the current deal. Since several Schneider's Bakery projects are wrapping up, both sides have agreed that this is a natural time for Nickelodeon and Schneider's Bakery to pursue other opportunities and projects. Dan was given a payout of $7 million upon his departure. He and his wife sold their home and currently reside in Hidden Hills, California. It's unknown if Dan Schneider is working on any new projects. So, is Dan guilty? Did he really abuse his young child actors? Well, no one knows for certain. As you may have noticed, there is actually no concrete evidence against Dan Schneider. No celebrity has spoken out, and the ones who did have kept their identities private or are anonymous. So, for all we know, they could be lying. The closest comes to us from Noah Monk, the actor who played Gibby on iCarly, from the official podcast. But even he was hesitant on defending Dan.
I was sort of, I mean, if that shit went on, I'm fucking like, that's devastating to me because I don't see him in that light, you know? So watching clips on YouTube and shit of that is like crazy. But I mean, the foot fetish shit is like, okay, bro, come on. Like, I never really noticed that when I was 15 on the show, but of course, looking in retrospect, it's like, okay. No, I don't know. No, and I never observed, like...
Bro, man, I'm not no fucking polygraph or nothing, but this nigga capping hard as fuck. Yo, spam that cap emoji in the chat, bro. They're like, bro, come on, my nigga. Like, this nigga. I fuck with Gibby too. Gibby! Bro, come on, Gibby.
Saw anything like that or got hints of that, so it's fucking... It might be baseless rumor, but I don't want to speak. Like, what if some shit comes out? I don't want to be, like, on record being like, no, you know? So I have no clue.
Who the fuck says that? What if some shit comes out? I don't want to be on record saying, oh, no, I have no... Bro, this nigga. That's why you lost your hairline, Gibby.
These rumors and accusations have existed for a while, but nobody really said or did anything until Nickelodeon separated themselves from Dan. It was only then that people started growing concern. Why would Nickelodeon fire one of their biggest producers just out of nowhere? Were they aware of something? Many people point to this event as evidence that Dan must be guilty, but I beg to differ. I think it's worth mentioning that Dan's shows have been seriously declining in ratings. iCarly's pilot episode got 4.1 million views. Their most viewed episode, I Saved Your Life, got 11.2 million views.
Damn!
And their least viewed episode...
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, chat, bro. We got a video on our channel that has 24 million views. I'm not trying to brag, but you know what I'm saying.
I Battle Chip got 2.4 million views.
Damn!
Victorious' pilot episode got 5.7 million. Their most viewed episode, Begging on Your Knees, got 6.1 million. And their least viewed episode, The Ham Bone King, got 2.39 million, so not that bad. Skipping over Sam and Cat since that show never finished, Henry Danger's pilot episode got 1.94 million views. Their most viewed episode, Hour of Power, got 3.16 million, and their least viewed episode, Saturday Night Lies, got 1.05 million. Game Shaker's pilot episode got 1.98 million views.
Damn!
Their most viewed episode was the pilot episode.
Damn!
And their least viewed episode, Escape from Utah, got 0.52 million views.
Damn!
It seems as if the Schneider style just wasn't working anymore. Is it not more reasonable that Nickelodeon saw this trend and fired him because of it? I don't want to dismiss any of the people that have investigated and spoken out against him. I mean, with this many rumors and allegations surrounding Dan, it's just kind of hard to ignore it. And it's not like this hasn't happened before. In 2004, a man known as Jason Handy used his job at Nickelodeon to lure young child actors. He was arrested and sentenced to 6 years in prison for molestation and possession of child pornography.
Should have been longer, but it's way better than 16 months. Way better than 16 months.
After serving his time, he was released and went straight back to working at Nickelodeon.
Oh, this nigga. Oh my.
Hollywood is one of the most unsupervised, unrestricted industries in the world. The promise of fame and fortune can be so alluring to young and upcoming actresses and actors that they and their families are just willing to do anything. Once you become a public figure, everything you say and do will be held against you. Which is why if some actor or actress in the industry was abused as a child, they'd probably rather say nothing and not risk their career. You can't change the past, so might as well keep making money. I think the most we can say about Dan.
Well, one thing I will say though is if you were abused as a child, you don't have to come out. Especially if you're a famous person, you don't have to come out and say anything. You feel me? Because that's just you. So like, I don't agree with that. Like, just because they don't want to come out and talk about what happened to them, bro. Because then you niggas know how the internet is, bro. Niggas will fucking make memes and shit out of that to the end of time. And like, so like niggas just don't want to deal with that shit, bro. It sucks what happened to them, but they're just gonna rather just move on with their life.
At the very least, he finds feet entertaining, and that's not a crime. But who knows? Maybe someday an actor or actress will speak out against Dan. Maybe concrete evidence will be found, and maybe something will be done. I suppose we'll never know.
Chat, man, I got a question for y'all, bro. Do y'all think we'll ever get that Nickelodeon collab after I react to this?
I don't even smoke weed, but I feel high when I'm next to you, babe. Used to be my girl, used to be my boo thing. Now I'm telling everybody you my boo thing, you my boo thing.